All right. Bring in the ghoul.
Hey. I feel like I'm too dark, but I don't know how to turn any more lights on, so I'm kind of stuck in this cave. I'm sorry.
I think you're just fine.
Yeah. You see this beautiful punum?
Amazing. So for those of us who have no idea who you are, can you tell us who you are?
My name is, I mean, do I really go into the whole? My name is Aaron Mendelson. I am the Ghoul of Gabba. I guess I am now a lowbrow pop artist from Queens for the past couple months, you know, because of you and all the things that you do.
Well, not because of me, really. Like, it's because of you. Like, I
don't know. You definitely motivate me more than I would motivate myself, I'd say.
Well, having the expectation of others is sometimes a greater motivation than, I mean.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to get myself to do anything, honestly. I mean,
but if you think of like all like the great masters, there was always like a, some sort of like king or a pope, like, threatening their life. Like, either you paint the Sistine Chapels or I'm going to chop off your nuts.
So that is like, you are my tyrant. You are the tyrant to my great master.
I see. Wow. I'm not sure I was meaning for that to go in that direction, but okay. Gonna live with that one.
I didn't do
it. So
hey, we've never actually spoke. You're like, this is me. How are you, Duff?
We've spoken many times. You mean
we've spoken, but you've never seen me. You've never seen this beauty. This.
Wow.
I know.
It's a lot so much more impressive than I thought.
I know.
I mean, what I had just imagined. Like, wow.
I know.
So
please ask all. Yeah, hit me with questions. I know you have tons.
So I mean, have you been an artist all your life?
I have, unfortunately. Well, no, I don't know. I was drawing things at a young age. My mother, her father was an artist, and then I guess I was stupid enough to start drawing things that they were reading, and then it turned into them just fucking like constantly hammering me about. I've been kind of coached into it from a very early age.
I'm sorry, I missed that part. You said your mother was an artist?
Her father.
Her father. So your grandfather.
Yeah. Well, she is an artist, in her own right. She's a Montessori school teacher, and she does all of her own, learning aids and all that type of stuff. And I help her if I can. But for the most part, the artistic side comes from the non-Jewish side, and then everything else comes from my father's side, which is the Jewish side. I can't see you anymore, and it's really throwing me off.
Everything else meaning what?
How do I see you? Well, all the shite. No, I don't know. My charisma, I'd say, comes from the Jewish side. I don't know, man. You made me wait like an hour before this, and I'm so not ready for this right now. I feel like I'm fucking up already.
This is just casual. It's just you and me talking. It's like
we're just hanging out. You, me, like Janky, and Scott, and Ian. I can't see.
and come on over, Ghoul.
Yeah.
Look, these other people in the chat, like, I don't know, they're like out walking their dog. Like, I remember,
what it is? It's as soon as the camera cuts and I'm looking at myself, I blank, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I looking at? So
can't you?
Ooh.
Can't you swipe? I think if you swipe one direction, you can just see something else, right?
Hold on, I'm gonna swipe. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
Yeah, we got it.
There, you can pin something there and not see yourself.
Now I see you, boys.
I'm actually used to seeing myself now. I was kind of in your boat most of my life, just horrified seeing myself. But I've now just settled on what I look like, and I don't know.
Yeah. Wait. Did you notice? I have. Oh, you probably can't see my. I wanted to make it so my background was something you would recognize, and it's you and no.
That's really fucking disturbing. Wow. That's just. I mean, here I was talking about like how disturbed I was with my own image, and then at least you have
handsome. You were a handsome young man, though.
I was.
Oh, you are.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So, have you had creative jobs growing up?
I have, kind of. I don't know.
So,
well, I mean, like I said, the folks really hit me hard with like trying to be an artist and all that stuff, and it would. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I kind of fought. I mean, you know, I fought my parents on everything, and then, but I eventually went to art school. I went to UArts in Philly, but I was chasing a girlfriend because she went to Villanova, so that lasted about, I don't know, like a semester until I got kicked out for fucking doing. It doesn't matter, but yeah, always art. Like honestly, the art jobs I've had were, my friends had this recording studio that I've done a lot of like stickers and so before this, I was doing patches for them. Like they were renovating their recording studio, and we just decided, we were like, you know, fuck it, we might as well make, you know, some art and do some patches. So that's where the so my old logo used to be that Bart boy. I have it on this jacket. So I used to make patches. That's kind of where this whole thing started, was like jackets like this, you know. And I did.
And then when you're designing a patch, you're doing that digitally, or is it you drawing on paper?
No, so I hand drawn everything, and then I was just like outlining in Illustrator, like this little Bart boy stupid thing, which is it was my symbol for a while, and I think I still have a bunch of them. If anyone wants to buy stuff, I'll throw them in for free. But the Bart boy was kind of my thing, and then did a couple other patches I did, and I'd fuck me, and like most people can see, if they go on the Instagram, they can see like my patches. But that was it. That was me, just kind of like, that was my introduction into like monetizing art. You know what I mean? Because before that, it was like I was doing life drawing. I was going to places like the Art Students League. I was studio assisting like legitimate fine artists. Sure. I had the luxury of growing up in Westchester, which is kind of an affluent area in upstate, and the artists that were there were pretty successful. So with me and I had a pretty solid portfolio at a young age, and I started you could do these things where you would pay like $1,000 and you would do like a week with someone like Daniel Green, who was legitimately the person I used to studio assist for. And the guy was a legitimate master. He
and you have to pay them $1,000
for the class. Yeah.
He would do. Got it.
Well, it's a
sounds like that's the way he was really making money.
No. You say that, but
I'm kidding. Yeah, sure.
Well, no, each painting is, you know, at least $300,000. You know what I mean? And not only that, during these moderated sessions, what would happen was they would start off with like a little wine and cheese like event, right? and no, seriously, everyone's there like hanging out, and he's like, "Listen, I'm gonna draw someone," right? And everyone raised their hand, but because I was young, I was only like 16, 17, and like I'm smoking weed with like the guys who are moderating the class, and they're like, "Dude, do not raise your fucking hand," because if you raise your hand, it means that he is going to use you as a subject, and you automatically have to give him $8,000, because like the 3 hours that he's going to spend drawing you have to pay him for, or else it's like worthless to him. You know what I mean? Like it was like a pressurized thing where if you did get drawn by Dan, then you had to give him that amount of money, just because it was like.
Do you get to keep the painting?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No,
okay.
it's yours, but that's, it was just.
If not, like, he's gonna Well,
the uninitiated would be like, "Oh yeah, I would fucking love to give my picture painted by Dan," and then you're like, "Fuck, I gotta pay you, how much?" And that's the whole thing.
So did you get drawn by him?
No.
Oh, damn.
I did not. He unfortunately is passed away now, but he's like the penultimate. Well, I've been with other artists, but he was probably the bigger of them, dude. No, but I'm not like I can draw well. I think, like, honestly, if we get down to like drafting, like, I love life drawing. It's been a while. But it wasn't until like, you know, about 8 months or 7 months ago, really, that I found all this stuff. Oh no, it's longer because I started 7 months ago, but I don't know. I found this whole, it was very strange.
At some point you found the Suck Lord, right?
Well, no. Okay, so
No?
what happened was, no, I'll literally, so I actually have a little timeline set up for you. All right.
Please.
So I'm going to show you. So here we go. We have the this is legitimately what started. So I love these shirts. It's by this company called Paul Bearer Press. Oh my God, hold on. This dog walking company who I used to work for is now texting me. So I know. I'm a big time artist. All right. Well, listen. What the? All right. So listen. This is how it goes down. I'm working for legit, like, so my friend's got this recording studio. I fuck around. I'm like doing some stickers and stuff for him. Like, we're having fun. They're my friends from art school. You know what I mean? And they got money. They're not worried about shit. So I'm hanging out with them. That's fine. And then all of a sudden, I fucking find these. They're called they're these little bobbleheads, right? And now Casket Kids. This is the Zodiac Killer. Do you see how adorable and like cute this little thing is? And it's got a little bobble gun.
Who made that? That is
this is Paul Bearer Press. This is an independent artist. I'll send you the link because he's doing Ed Gain right now. And then there was another one called Pogo the Clown. So right, I was just really into the shirts, right? And I loved all sorts of these bobbleheads. And I hit up my boys who have this recording studio, and I was like, dude, have you seen these? And boom, he hit me with Healy, and he showed me the Shaman. And that's what like Healy is great. Like his stuff obviously is, you know, whatever, but it really was the orange glow Shaman. It was that exact time, like he had just released it. It was like the black, and I just thought it was so cool. And in my head, I'm like, I've never been able to sell like my life drawing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, everyone says it's great, and people are like, oh yeah, you can draw a fucking person. That's, you know, fucking, it's beautiful and all that shit. But it was never monetizable to me. You know, I was never like, I always used to say it because I live in New York City, and that like, you don't have that small town, like, oh, I'm just going to sell a few things type shit. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm selling art against fucking like, you know, it's almost impossible. You know what I mean? There's none of that mom and pop shit that you can get.
Sure.
And I'm like, this is the kind of way to do it. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, it's like, I can do my artwork and also have something like monetized. I don't know, like the little toy. And what happened was I came up with the idea through my friend Austin, who also has a recording studio. He was like, you should do a Giuliani. And then that shit just kind of, this is the first one ever made. This is the first Giuliani.
This is the Giuliani prototype. Look at that.
Yeah, this is the first one ever. It was clear. It's actually glow in the dark too. And I fucking hand did it up, and it was just such a good feeling. You know what I mean? Like making something, and actually, you know who's taught me? So obviously, it was like months of research to figure out what the fuck I was gonna actually do with this. And the one person, it was two people. It was this person, Strafe 7. I don't know if do you have Strafe 7? Because his stuff is unbelievable. He does a lot of Fisher Price kind of like.
That's pretty awesome.
Revamps. No. I mean, look at this double zombie head, and you know he's got the vector arm, and this is the. You know, he's so good. He really is. So when I first started, I saw the Casket Kids, and I was like, I want to make toys. And then I started looking into it after Healy made it, and it was like, okay, I just needed something that seemed more like, you know, that I can understand. So it was Strafe, and then it was Titty, who you actually have for the first time right now. And Titty was the person. Yeah, he was the person who legitimately told me, he was like, dude, just get this type of resin, get 326, get, you know, yada yada yada. And I really do. I credit, you know, my just starting off Titty Beans entirely, which is wild. So if you like the Ghoul, you will buy the Titty Beans and understand that there's a lineage. Yeah, exactly. because you know Sam's a great guy. He really is, despite being a fucking Australianer. But so what happened was with this, so the Giuliani, right? Wanted to do Giuliani. I was like, fuck Giuliani. And with the melting thin, it was so good because I was like, fuck it, I can just use this toxic, thing. He's already melting. So I'm like, it was boom, boom, boom. It was like melting, done. So
Right.
the issue became like, how do I Photoshop the image? And it's like, so my friends, who I've also said on this recording studio, started fucking suing each other at the same time. Like thousands like of dollars because of like I don't want to get into it. They're gonna watch this, and I love them both. I am not picking sides. Well, I am picking sides, and you know who you are. But you got to understand that one of them was going to help me with Photoshop, and he didn't because of this. So it was like, fuck it, I'm just going to paint over my own shit, and that's 1,000% why this is. So like legitimately, I have fucking just blindly stumbled into this bullshit, and now I am just painting fucking photos, and now it's like a thing. Like, dude, like here's hella radical toys. Here's Mr. Krangus, ready? So he doesn't want me showing this picture. So this is hella. This is hella. He fucked up shaving his beard, and he like did a big slit and then just removed all of it. So he looks like this terrible Dr. Phil, like governor. What the fuck's it like? Oh my God! Please,
Jesse Ventura.
Thank you. And I did him as because he's a big stoner.
All right, turn it over already.
Well, hold on. I know you know he fucks with Dollar Slice. Like Dollar Slice literally taught. I don't know if you know this, but Dollar Slice and him are really linked up. You should have been fucking promoting that because like literally Corey is his disciple. Like Corey is Dollar Slice's like #1 disciple, and then boom, that's Weed Sasquatch. I know,
wow.
They're just some big old stoners. I know.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, so when we first spoke, you were doing the Giulianis, then you were trying to figure out like what is the next step. And
I know, dude. I didn't know where.
What was funny was, you're like, do you want me to do more Giulianis for you? I'm like, no, we should do something new. You're already kind of doing that. And then which was funny is you said, well, I'd like to do a line of Cuomo. And at the time that was like, that seems a little too New York. Like in retrospect, that would have been good because all of New
York is all encompassing, man. We are the world. I don't mean to cut you off, please.
But can you hand me a piece? Any Gabba piece over there?
Do you have a Cuomo there? There's no way.
No. I just need to show anyone who's watching this for the first time that what we're talking about. So taking a photo of a notorious individual, and then
I know no one sees the give him the African rings like on the neck. You know what I mean?
They don't.
And the copies, I don't know.
Well, the illustration's great, right? But I think it's the humor with the subject matters that you choose and what you choose to do with them, and the juxtaposition that, like, that's one of our favorite things to do is when we're doing a podcast or a recording on Instagram or whatever, is to show the back first, just like I did, and then flip it over and show what you've done to it. And the reaction is always, it's just the gay old time.
Here, I got a baby here.
Whose baby is that? Who let you defile their child?
Dude, I have literally right now, I'm about to show you 3 babies. I got a lot of babies.
These are all commissions, right?
Well, so here's
Tell me they're commissions. I hope you're not just drawing random children.
This one I actually legitimately am. This is my friend. I don't know if you guys know Plagued Earth Productions. His name is Drew Baby. boom. I don't know if you guys know about the Sliz Hunter. This is an Evil Knievel head on top of this like creature's ball sack that is literally, you know, try him. This is his daughter, who is named Gigi, who has sculpted this double baby that I've decided to do some card backs for. So what I had him do,
the child sculpted it.
She sculpted. She's 4 years old. She sculpted this double baby. He casted him for her.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm not trying to step on, you know, your toes, Dove, but you know, there's a younger baby. No. Here. So here, I had him Photoshop like this is Gigi twice when she was like really young, and I had him do the New York skyline, and then the first one we have here. The building is funny. I gave her like this nebula and the bus to like power up her like blaster arm.
Wow.
And then I got like the tentacle arm. And yeah, that's whole arm. And then, dude, I don't know. I just fucking riffed on it because it was so much fun. Like it really is. Like it's so much. It's so nice just to like not have any. I don't know. Although I don't know what I'm fucking saying. This is a good one too. This is wow. She's like breathing through this like alien, and then she's got like the puncher arm and everything. I don't know. I like
how long does it take you to do one piece?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like for the most part, I've been lucky enough to like kind of link up with a good group of guys. And for the most part, I just kind of in my off time, I'm just on like either a Facebook call or a FaceTime call or just like an Instagram call with all these guys, and we just kind of so it's 7 hours. But who I'm talking about this guy, Trash Can Monster. I'm not sure if you're familiar. I think he might be in your next DKE show, but he is an excellent artist. He does a lot of very. Hold on, let me grab something. He does a lot of very musically, like I don't know if you've ever seen this, the Joy Division, the No Pleasures, No More Joy, and he's hanging. He's great. And then Hella Radical.
I'm not sure you answered my question. So each card back takes you 7 hours?
Oh, well, no, it completely depends, man. It completely depends. Like, so last night, like I did 2, right? So it's really about the design. Like I haven't finished this one. These are 2 customs I'm doing for the same person. This one is Joe Biden, and he wanted him as a puppet, so I did the Mr. Rogers, like Lady Elaine. Wow. And this one didn't take as long as this one, which is the Iceman Killer. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Richard Kuklinski, who I love. He's fucking
if there's
personal.
you hear Ian in the background saying, yeah, like if there's a killer, like Ian knows all about him.
Well, Ian is gonna love him as Mr. Freeze.
Wow.
So the thing is that like, not to toot my own horn, but I'm getting really fucking good at this. And like, it's only been a little bit just fucking around, and like, it's so much fun, and it's so bright, and it's so funny, and like, I get such a kick out of just fucking like either pissing somebody off or making somebody laugh. It's really all I want to do, and I don't know, I kind of love it. Like it's just so great, and I mean, I would love it. Like I've had other opportunities to do this, I guess, on a larger scale. I'm not really sure, but like, I don't know, man.
I mean, this is.
Oh, wait,
if this is not like the definition of living the dream, right? I mean, you found a niche for yourself. You're having loads of fun. I mean, that's right.
I'm making a lot of friends.
Do you lose track of time when you're working?
Well, that's what I said. It's like I legitimately, I'm not kidding. I have this kind of like mediation where like I wake up, I start painting, and then I'll call like the squad or whatever. Like, I don't know if you know Eddie Kez, Red as in Blood.
Of course, I know Eddie.
He's another one. So it goes pretty much. I'll hit up Eddie, and then I'll hit up Drew, And then, we got Brian, and then I got Hella Radical. He's a great Hella Radical. He's a Wolfman creature that he made me.
Nice.
And we pretty much just spent, I know, I'm just trying to call the boys out. Listen,
but
Hella Radical Toys is an amazing artist, and you should all follow.
We have his toy.
No, I know.
Krangus.
I know.
We've sold more than half of them. So
I know. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy with that. Like, I just love being associated with. Like, I just want people to know that is my boy. I want you to know that is my buddy, and I love that dude to death. And I hope he sells out. Also, this is the one baby you didn't see. Adorable baby.
This was a commission, also.
Yeah, baby Rambo. Yes.
That's amazing.
I mean, I honestly, I got more shit. I'm constantly like legitimately. I don't feel comfortable unless I've painted something for the day. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel accomplished unless I've done it. And it's amazing. I love having this opportunity, just being a part of all you guys. And I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you that the feeling that you have now is a feeling that some artists spend, a lifetime trying to achieve. So you should be very proud of yourself, because when you called me, I don't know, it was a week or 2 weeks ago, and you're like, I want to show people, my life drawing and stuff.
Well, I told you, well, because there were other, yeah.
So, and my response to you was to, start a separate Instagram for that, and keep the Ghoul work as the Ghoul. And that, I don't know if that's necessarily a persona, but do you know what I'm saying? It's just, it will be what it is, right? It's a style of work that is presented in a certain way to a certain audience. And if you decide to explore other styles of artwork that you're good at in a separate way,
this means the world to me. The fact that this is 100% me. You know what I mean? Like, the life drawing, it's like anyone, yes, it looks good, and draft, like, as far as a draftsman goes, like, yeah, I can do that, but it's not, I don't know, it's just not what this is 100% me. I don't think anyone else is gonna do Ginny Sachs as from Sopranos as I from Freaked. You know what I mean? Hold on, that's a good one. Let me show you that one. No, seriously, it's just like shit like that like I really like. This is what I love about, I don't know, I want to be
I love how he never finishes a sentence.
I know, I can't fucking help it, man. Listen, all right, there. I mean, you guys know Ginny Sachs? So this is like, I swear to God, I want to do like a series that are like called like self-portraits, you know what I mean? Because like legitimately this, like, I don't know, it's just Ginny Sachs, and then it's I. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Freaked.
Wow.
The Rastafarian.
So they're the Rastafarian eyes named I.
That's
like,
amazing.
The security guards. And then this is like the monsters they turn into at the end, and it looks just like that. Oh,
so what was it that I said that you really liked about the figure? I said something and you commented to me.
Oh, well, it was no. It was Scott. It was 1,000% because when Scott was going over my DK or the E2K release, he was like, I love how it never has the figure. I'm sorry, Scott, for my impression of you. The figure has nothing to do with the actual card deck, and I love it. I was like, fuck. But I was like, fuck that. I am going to fucking try so goddamn hard to make sure this fucking figure matches the goddamn card back. So I was like, all right, murdered by it. And then I started talking to Dollar, and of course, Dollar now thinks he completely came up with this idea because that's Dollar. But I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do this fucking figure. I'm gonna grab this robot. I'm gonna grab this on, and like I legitimately. Like the figure that is in the DKE store right now is of 7 different figures, and I'm very proud of it. And
it's a pretty good figure. But I think I think my comment was that the figure was amazing and that this was not a throwaway, right? Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
That even though they are in a way sort of mismatched, because in the previous show you had like the female character and the male character, and the theme of the show for people who are, you know, just now coming to your senses and discovering who like the Ghoul of Gabba is. Yeah. What was it? It was Gods and Monsters. Was that it? No, Saints and Sinners. Sorry. So Saints and Sinners. And then
if I'm really gonna get into it, my whole thing was that I wanted this figure to be the same across the line. So it was like, there's no difference. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're all fucked.
Oh, so Ian corrected me. So the subject matter was Saints and Sinners, but it was called Drink the Ghoul-Aid.
Exactly.
Drink. And then this show was called A Few Ghoul Men.
And then, dude, I know. I know. It's not bad.
Well, I really like the idea for the next one was the group shots from 80s sitcoms.
Oh shit.
Don't give it away.
What? Well, someone else is going to do this idea?
No, I mean,
we're just,
it's actually, you know how much of
believe me, by the time Janky gets this edited and posted on YouTube, it'll be like 5 years since it already came out. So
you'll have 4 shows done by the time this gets up on YouTube.
Speaking of Earth to Kentucky, what up? I got a bunch of shit coming to you. Where are actually I have some of them here that I'm about to work on. Literally tonight, I think we're gonna do. Yeah, tonight we're gonna fuck with old Hunter.
Nice.
I mean, no one's not gonna buy Hunter S. Thompson. You know what I mean? Come on.
I mean, we sold out, so no one is not gonna buy. They're all gone.
Well, actually, you know what? If anyone's watching this, I have 3 pieces available at Earth to Kentucky that you can buy right now.
And are you taking commissions also?
Oh yeah, absolutely, all day, every day.
All right. So anyone who wants to, if you missed out on something, or somehow you want to like torment a family member or your children and scar them for life.
Oh, speaking of, you know who is the funniest thing? Pumpkin Pop, love her. Yeah. She's hilarious. She starts talking to me about like, you know, do you do commissions and all this stuff? And she gives me this like lovely kind of like diatribe about her grandmother. And then she's like, I fucking hate her. And she's like, I want you to fucking demolish her. And I'm like, it completely like threw me off. She's like, listen, I want my grandmother, like, I think I might have a commission. And then she just drops it. I'm like, oh, dude, let's go. So I might be, but we haven't talked about, I might do that for free because she's cool.
Amazing. Well,
but serious, that was so funny. I love her. She's so funny. She was just like, I fucking hate my grandmother. I want you to fucking.
And it's interesting, you know, being you, because most people would not reveal this information. But for some reason, people feel totally at home just calling you and telling you how much they hate their loved ones.
Well, please. I mean, if more people want to do that, I'm totally open to hear about how much you hate your fucking family members.
All right, dude.
I got to show more.
Okay.
I did Resin Blood. I did Resin Blood. I love Resin Blood. Eddie Kez.
Nice.
He's a fucking beautiful man who, I mean, he's a beautiful man. We have a little Dollar Slice. Everyone loves Dollar.
Nice.
I don't know why the fuck I would pro him. Ooh, here's a good one. Cat Fans Forever. Do you guys know Cat Fans Forever?
No.
You don't? Now you do.
Guess we should.
Guy. He's a cool guy from Philly. He's got some shit coming out. He's real cool. And then I don't know if you know this asshole, but his name is Sucklord. He's kind of a big deal. And he might need my promotion. So that's...
Do you want to talk about your trip to go visit the Sucklord?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's go see it. Sucklord's great. No, I really don't.
We'll leave that story for another day.
I hung out with Suck. We got really high and we hung out for a little. He agreed to let me, be his fucking shop minion for a little bit, but that dude, he doesn't give a fuck about me. Sucklord is in his own fucking world. He's in his own little fucking Tinder orgy OnlyFans zone that he does not see me in, and unless you are willing to sucker fuck him, I don't know if you're really gonna catch on his radar.
Sounds about right. All right,
he's cool though. He's cool though, and I'm totally down to smoke a joint if he wants. So he can hit me up. He has my number.
I'm sure he's gonna go out of his way to watch this.
He's gonna be like, yo, bro, yeah, oh no, yeah, well, so then fuck him, you know, like, I don't give a fuck about Sucklord. He's a great guy who I was obsessed over for years. I have literally like $4,000 worth of Sucklord on my wall right now, and yet he fucking thinks I'm an asshole because, you know, he's just him. So that's fine. I love him. I love him.
But that's what it says on the toy. It says you're an asshole for buying this.
I'm literally about to open up the 3 fucking toilet papers I have and wipe my ass after this. Just
he sort of like despises you. Like he kind of describes it as like it's sort of like a con game. It's like
no, but I get it.
It's like this S&M thing, and like, you know, like he's the dom and you're the sub, and he's just giving it to you, and you pay him, and it's
you are the one painting this picture for me right now, and I'm kind of into it.
On that note, I'm gonna congratulate you again for your second sellout show. Just keep up the good work. I think you're headed in the right direction, and keep your chin up, and I think you're gonna do well.
You guys are good people. Thank you so much. Love you all, Janky especially.
Love you, Ghoul.
All right. I'll see you guys later. All right?
Talk to you soon. Have a good one.
Peace.
Oh shit! Wow. So that just happened.